Remember the 80s and 90s, the era of big hair, neon lights, and the birth of iconic video games where everything seemed simpler and yet, oh so exciting. This was a time when the world of gaming was just beginning to take shape, a period that many fondly look back on as the golden age of gaming. Let's journey back to the 80s, a decade known for its vibrant pop culture and technological advancements. Amid the frenzy of disco music and leg warmers, a revolution was brewing in living rooms worldwide. Video gaming was born, and with it came the Atari 2600. This console was a game-changer, quite literally. It introduced the world to the thrill of Pong and Space Invaders, games that are now considered classics. The Atari 2600 was more than just a console. It was a symbol of a new era. As we moved into the 90s, the gaming landscape began to evolve. Enter the Nintendo Entertainment System, or NES, a console that would forever change the face of gaming. With its groundbreaking titles like Super Mario Bros. And The Legend of Zelda, the NES took gaming from a novelty to a mainstream pastime. It wasn't just about playing a game anymore, it was about immersing oneself in a different world, embarking on epic adventures right from the comfort of your own home. And who could forget the Sega Genesis, the console that brought us the speed of Sonic the Hedgehog and the thrill of Mortal Kombat. It was a console that dared to be different, pushing the boundaries of what was possible in a video game and challenging its competitors in the process. These consoles didn't just entertain us, they shaped the way we view and experience video games. They introduced us to the joy of gaming and set the stage for the vast and varied world of video games we know today. The 80s and 90s weren't just about style and music. They were the golden age of gaming, laying the groundwork for the video games we love today. As we moved away from the pixelated charm of the 80s and 90s, video game design took a leap into the future. This was a time when the canvas of game development expanded dramatically, fueled by the rapid advancements in technology. The shift from two-dimensional to three-dimensional graphics was a game-changer, quite literally. In the early days, games were limited to flat 2D sprites. But with the advent of 3D graphics, game worlds became more immersive and realistic. This opened up new possibilities for gameplay, allowing players to explore game worlds in all directions, not just left and right. Remember the first time you played a 3D game? The thrill of navigating a fully rendered environment was a far cry from the 2D side-scrolling adventures of the past. It felt like stepping into another world. This was also the era when we saw a rise in more complex and nuanced storylines. Video games started to evolve from simple, objective-based challenges to narrative-driven experiences. They began to tell stories, to evoke emotions, to make us care about the characters and the worlds they inhabited. Games like Final Fantasy, The Legend of Zelda, and Metal Gear Solid wove intricate tales that engaged players on a deeper level. Then, there was the advent of open-world games. These games broke away from linear-level design, offering players the freedom to explore vast, sprawling game worlds at their own pace. The Elder Scrolls series and Grand Theft Auto franchise are shining examples of this design philosophy, providing almost limitless possibilities for exploration and interaction. The evolution of game design has been a journey of creativity and innovation, pushing the boundaries of what video games can be. From the blocky, pixelated games of the 80s to the rich, immersive 3D worlds of today, game designers have continually redefined our expectations, crafting experiences that entertain, challenge, and inspire. And who knows what the future holds. But one thing is certain, as long as there are games, there will be gamers ready to play them. The evolution of game design has been a journey of creativity and innovation, pushing the boundaries of what video games can be. With each passing year, the technology used in video gaming has become increasingly sophisticated. It's like a never-ending race, where the finish line keeps shifting further into the horizon. One of the most significant advancements in gaming technology is the emergence of virtual reality, or VR for short. VR gaming is not just about playing a game, it's about living it. It's about strapping on a headset and finding yourself transported to a different world, a world that feels so real you can almost touch it. From the early days of VR, where the graphics were clunky and the movement was nausea-inducing, to the present day, where VR games are smooth, immersive, and incredibly realistic. It's been a wild ride. Now you can swing through the streets of New York as Spider-Man, fight off hordes of zombies, or even explore the depths of the ocean, all from the comfort of your living room. But VR is not the only game in town. The rise of augmented reality, or AR, is also reshaping the gaming landscape. Unlike VR, which creates a completely new reality, Arkansas overlays digital elements onto the real world, creating a blend of reality and fantasy. Games like Pokemon Go, which had people wandering around their neighborhoods trying to catch virtual monsters, are a testament to the power of AR technology. And let's not forget about the rise of mobile gaming. With smartphones becoming increasingly powerful, gaming is no longer confined to consoles or PCs. Now you can play high-quality games anytime, anywhere. From simple puzzle games to complex strategy games, mobile gaming has something for everyone. These advancements in technology have not only changed how games are played, but also how they are designed. Developers now have a wealth of tools at their disposal, allowing them to create games that are more immersive, more interactive, and more exciting than ever before. Technology has transformed the gaming experience, making games more immersive and wide-ranging than ever before. And as technology continues to evolve, who knows what the future of gaming will look like? One thing's for sure though, it's going to be a thrilling ride. In the blink of an eye, gaming went global. The internet changed everything. The rise of online gaming was a game changer, pun intended. It's hard to imagine now, but there was a time when video games were a solitary experience. You, the console, and the TV. That was it. But as the World Wide Web began to weave its way into our lives, so too did it weave its way into gaming. Suddenly, players weren't just competing against the game's AI. They were competing against each other. Games like Quake and Ultima Online in the late 90s paved the way for massively multiplayer online games, or MMOs. These games were not just about playing, they were about connecting, about being part of a community. The early 2000s saw the rise of games like World of Warcraft, which took the concept of online gaming to a whole new level. In this vast digital world, players could form guilds, embark on epic quests, and even trade virtual goods. It was more than a game, it was a shared experience, a shared story. And then came the esports. Competitive gaming isn't a new concept, but the internet took it from local arcade tournaments to global championships. Games like League of Legends and Dota 2 have turned players into professionals, competing for million-dollar prizes in front of audiences of millions. But online gaming isn't just about competition, it's also about cooperation. Games like Minecraft and Among Us have shown us how online gaming can foster creativity and teamwork. They've shown us that games can be a platform for social interaction, a way to make new friends and strengthen existing relationships. The rise of online gaming has changed the way we play, the way we connect, the way we compete. It has created new opportunities for players, for developers, for communities. It has brought us together from every corner of the globe into a world where anyone can be a hero, a villain, a champion. Online gaming has brought players together from around the world, creating a global community of gamers. From the humble beginnings of the 80s and 90s, video games have come a long way, but where are they headed next? It's a question that sparks curiosity and excitement, and the answer? Well, it's just as thrilling. As we peer into the horizon of the gaming industry, a few trends stand out. First up, cloud gaming. It's like Netflix, but for video games, making gaming more accessible than ever before. No need for pricey consoles or high-end PCs, just a stable internet connection and you're good to go. Imagine playing the latest AAA titles on your smartphone while on the move, or on a budget laptop at your favorite cafe. That's the power of cloud gaming. Next, we have the integration of artificial intelligence. AI is not just for sci-fi movies anymore. Developers are harnessing its potential to create smarter, more challenging non-player characters and to personalize game experiences. Imagine an RPG where your decisions truly shape the story, or a sports game where the AI adapts to your playstyle, making each match unique. That's the future AI promises. Then there's virtual reality. Sure, it's been around for a while, but we're on the cusp of truly immersive VR experiences. Developers are working on full body tracking, haptic feedback, and even smell to make virtual worlds feel as real as possible. Imagine standing in the middle of a battlefield, feeling the ground shake beneath your feet, smelling the gun smoke. That's the next level of VR gaming. And let's not forget augmented reality. Games like Pokemon Go gave us a taste, but future AR games will blend the real and virtual worlds more seamlessly. Imagine a world where your morning jog is a quest to defeat a dragon, or your daily commute is a grand adventure. The future of gaming holds endless possibilities. As technology continues to evolve, so too will video games, taking us into worlds beyond our wildest dreams. Video games have evolved from simple, pixelated entertainment into complex, immersive experiences. From the golden age of gaming, we've seen the evolution of video games from the iconic arcade machines to home consoles, each stage marked by technological advancement and creativity. In the 80s and 90s, gaming was more than just a pastime. It was a cultural phenomenon. Arcades were social hubs where friends gathered to challenge each other's high scores. The advent of home consoles like the Nintendo Entertainment System and the Sega Genesis brought these experiences into our living rooms, forever changing the way we interact with technology and each other. The evolution of game design has also been a journey of innovation. Games transitioned from basic two-dimensional platforms to intricate three-dimensional environments. This leap in design complexity gave birth to new genres, from first-person shooters to massive multiplayer online games enriching our virtual experiences. The rise of online gaming was a game-changer, literally. It transformed gaming from a solitary activity into a global social event. Players from different corners of the world could compete against each other in real time, fostering a sense of global community. As technology advanced, so did the gaming experience. The development of virtual reality and augmented reality has taken gaming to new heights, immersing players in worlds that feel incredibly real. The future of video games looks even more promising, with advancements in artificial intelligence and machine learning set to revolutionize the way we play. Reflecting on this journey, we see how video games have become a significant part of our culture. They've evolved from simple sources of entertainment into powerful storytelling mediums, platforms for social interaction, and even tools for education and therapy. As we look back at the evolution of video games, we can't help but be excited for what the future holds. We've come a long way from the pixelated characters of the 80s and 90s, and who knows what the next level of gaming will bring. Here's to the next level of gaming.